What's going on, everyone? So it looks like the Lakers may be getting Cam Reddish back for the upcoming game against the Philadelphia 76ers. Darvin Ham said that he fully expects Cam Reddish to be ready to go, which is a step in the right direction, right? Start getting our defensive pieces back. Cam Reddish, hopefully he can stay on the court. Hopefully he can stay healthy. He's kind of been in and out of the lineup. He came back for, a game and then only played like 4 minutes or whatever it was the next game, and then was out and then came back again, and then he was out, and he's been out since. And it's like, to me, take your time. Get these guys healthy. We're in the position we're in regardless, right? Bringing Cam Reddish back isn't going to all of a sudden make the Lakers the best team in the league, right? To me, it's a piece and a step in the right direction as we continue to get other pieces. And I'd rather you ensure that Cam Reddish is fully healthy and ready to go than forcing him to play, and he ends up getting hurt. Now he misses the whole, now we got a Christian Wood situation or something, right? I would rather you take your time getting him back, getting him proper developed, right? Get him into the treatment, and now he's set to return, and he can play a big role because we need his defense. Right? And it may take him a couple games to kind of get in a rhythm, to get back into a flow, to get his timing down. When he did come back, he actually looked good. He was moving well. That very first game back, little off, you could tell, like he got beat a couple times in just positions that he usually doesn't get beat in. And then you saw, like, by the second game back, there he goes, right? He's hitting a couple shots, knocked down a corner three. You're like, okay, cool. Cam Reddish is looking like he's getting back into the rhythm and flow, because Cam Reddish has been huge for the Lakers this season. Vet minimum contract, right? He's greatly outperformed his contract. He's not, a superstar. He's not, one of the 5 best guys or anything like that. But again, he's a vet minimum guy with a ton of upside that hopefully the Lakers can keep and he can stick around. He's got good size, good length. He's 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan, good athleticism, put the ball on the deck, knock down and shoot the occasional shot, be an offense threat, move without the basketball. There's a lot of benefits and good with Cam Reddish and his ability to defend essentially 1 through 5 with his size. Now, obviously, you don't want him defending big centers and stuff like that. You don't want him defending Jokic or whatever. But, like if you playing the Warriors in a play-in game and he gets switched on a Draymond, he can hold his own against Draymond, right? Or, if you're playing the Thunder in the playoffs and he gets switched on to Chet, right? Like he can hold his own and defend Chet, right? Those are the kind of things that add a lot of value to Cam Reddish. No one's expecting him to come in and be a 35-minute-a-game guy, and you're just asking him, just do what you've been doing all season. Play some lockdown defense, get after it, be hustle, be energy guy. I mean, think of how many times he's had just those like quick turnovers in the backcourt that end up leading to extra possessions and stuff. He's been very impactful for the Lakers this season and multiple ways. But again, to me, he's a piece in the overall cog that once all the pieces are together, now the car can drive, right? Think of a car. You have all these various components that are all necessary in order for you to be able to drive said car. This to me is just like, okay, we're adding that other piece in. Now, we got the tire. Now we just need the other 3 tires and we're good. And we can start driving now. We got the car fully built. We can't drive yet because we're waiting on the tires. Oh, Cam Reddish is back. There's 1 tire. You get Gabe Vincent back. There's 2. You get, Vando. There's 3. Wood back. There's 4. Okay, let's drive. Now let's get ready to go into this play-in. Let's get ready to go into the playoffs, make this push, kind of ramp things up and execute things properly. So I'm excited that Cam Reddish is expected to be back for the Sixers game. Obviously, if there's any hiccups or anything, the Lakers have also, the last few games, even the games that he did play, kind of tested him, before the game and just kind of, hey, how you feeling? How's it looking? You good to go? Do you want to kind of be cautious tonight? Right? And so to me, continue to do that, continue to monitor him, because I'd rather him be fully healthy, because he's going to be a piece that we need come the play-in, come the playoffs. So keep him as healthy as possible. But next updates. So sources, Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, still unlikely to play this season despite contradictory reports. So there have been contradictory reports. We got a report from CBS Sports that said that Gabe Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt are likely to miss the season. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they won't play in the playoffs, but they are expected to miss the season. Then we got a report from Mark Stein that no, Gabe Vincent fully expects to be back. Obviously, if there's any hiccups or anything, then yeah, he's going to miss some time. Same thing with Jared Vanderbilt. All right, Jared Vanderbilt, we've never really been out of the woods yet. Jared Vanderbilt's kind of always been one of those, like, he may or may not, and that still hasn't changed. But we've gotten several reports, even from Laker people. I mean, during the game against Atlanta, we got an updated report on everybody. And they reiterated what, the reports from very credible Laker people keep saying. And that is that Gabe Vincent is expected to be back at some point this month. And Jared Vanderbilt is making the proper progress, but he still is not making contact type drills and stuff. He's not ready for full team activities yet. So he's still likely a ways away. Now we are only like, the Lakers' last game of the season is April 14th. So we're like 3 weeks, a month away from that. And so if Jared Vanderbilt in the next week or two isn't ready, then he very well could. So, but the CBS report, the problem that I have with the CBS report is it talked like they were told, but you have no real story. Where did you hear that from? Did you hear that from Rob? Did you hear that from the trainer? Did you hear that from the guy that's, taking tickets? Did you hear that from the janitor? Because there's a big difference between hearing, hey, Gabe Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt are likely going to miss the season from the guy that works concessions, and a big difference than the trainer or the team doctor, or, Rob Pelinka or Darvin Ham or whomever. Right? We heard from Rui Hachimura's mouth that Jared Vanderbilt is probably coming back this season. He said, hopefully, right? And my other problem with the CBS report is in the report, it says that these guys are likely not going to play. And then it says Jared Vanderbilt will possibly play before the end of the season, but sources say that they think it's unlikely. So literally, if you read the report, it's these guys aren't going to play and they're going to miss the season. Then it's Jared Vanderbilt might play, but nah, he's not going to play. Okay, so what is it? Is he playing? Is he not playing? You're better off just saying hey, there is a chance that Jared Vanderbilt could return, but more likely than not, he's not going to play. Boom, perfect. There you go. There's the report. End of report. But it just kind of feels like it's all over the place. But look, Gabe Vincent, we know he's been heading on track, unless there was a hiccup and a setback that the team and all these other reporters are saying. My thing is talks about contradictory reports, but there's really only one contradictory report. It's the CBS report. Literally everybody else is saying that Gabe Vincent is probably coming back in the next few weeks, next week or two, whatever, and that he fully intends to come back. But then you have just this one report from CBS that's nah, I don't care what all those other people say. Nah. And it's just okay, well, so either CBS is the only one that's right, or CBS is the only one that's wrong. Right? That's where this lies. And look, we've gotten reports from, other people that have gotten things right in the past, and other, Yahoo or whatever. And it's oh, okay, well, this is kind of going against the grain. And almost every time they're wrong. So my thing is that I guess you could just say we're going to find out soon, and let's wait and see. And that's kind of where I'm at. Look, don't expect these guys to come back, but it would be nice. Obviously, we can get Gabe Vincent back. That would be huge. But to me, Jared Vanderbilt, we need back more than anything. But Jared Vanderbilt's the one that is very likely not going to play, which is, so this is kind of good. I can almost, I would be pretty confident, bet some pretty good money that what I could see happening is, say Gabe Vincent comes back, Jared Vanderbilt doesn't till the playoffs, and then CBS is see, we told you. And it's well, no, you did it. You said that none of them were going to play. they talked about Christian Wood, but we knew Christian Wood wasn't going to play. We knew he was out for the season because he just had surgery, right? He may be back for the playoffs depending on where the Lakers go or how far they go, but we knew that was pretty much a wash. It was just Jared Vanderbilt. He was the one that was the big question mark. Is he or isn't he going to return? Gabe Vincent, it's been talked about for a while that he is going to return. So you have one that is, one that isn't, and then one that's a big question mark, but is heading in the right direction. That is leaning towards will return. Now, look, to me, Jared Vanderbilt in particular, I would rather them take their sweet time and make sure he is as healthy as possible. Because Jared Vanderbilt's the guy we need more than anybody. Like, I can live without Christian Wood. I can live without Gabe Vincent. I can't live without Jared Vanderbilt. He's just too impactful. He covers too much ground on just both sides of the basketball. And yes, the offense too. And I don't mean in the sense of like he's a light out three-point shooter or anything. I'm talking about him rebounding the basketball, both offensive and defensive. Like, you're talking about a guy that's getting, 6 or 7 rebounds a game, and 2 or 3 of them are usually offensive, which lead to more opportunities for the Lakers on the offensive side. Him securing a defensive rebound, guess what? Secures another offensive possession for the Lakers. Him creating loose ball turnovers lead to transition possessions for the Lakers. Him just getting a turnover period leads to extra possessions for the Lakers. Him playing defense and getting a stop, even if he doesn't get the rebound. Guess what? If the Lakers get the rebound, that's another offensive possession for the Lakers. And then the Lakers, on top of that, we're actually making him a very serviceable offensive threat. So you put all those things together, and it's like, man, Jared Vanderbilt could really do some damage for this Lakers team. And then his ability to defend the best player on the other team, and just the ground he covers is insane. He covers so much ground. It's ridiculous. So we need Jared Vanderbilt back. So he's the one that I'm like, whatever you got to do. I want him back before the playoffs just so he has time to kind of get his legs under him and kind of get his timing down and all that. Because you saw, like, when he came back before he got re-injured, when he came back, it was a little off. He wasn't quite Jared Vanderbilt. It took him a handful of games to kind of get back to being Jared Vanderbilt. So to me, I want them to take your time with him, right? But if he can get back by, say with 5 games left in the season, or so early April, to me that'd be perfect. Because then you can use him. He can take those 5 games, kind of get his legs under him, get him back in the rotation, get him comfortable, and now let's go win these play-in games and this NBA championship, right? Like, that's the idea. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts on the Gabe Vincent reports? What do you think about Cam Reddish coming back? Do you think Gabe Vincent is back? Do you even care? I know a lot of people don't, but he isn't a piece that is very valuable, right? Point of attack, can 3-and-D style point guard. We really could use him. Jared Vanderbilt, obviously. That's a no-brainer, but however you feel, love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.